Are you feeling stuck? Do you feel like you're in a rut, or it seems like everything that you try is like taking steps backward instead of forward? Even more so when you're dealing with a difficult situation, right? By the end of this video, you will have 3 strategies that will be game changers in shifting your perspective and in improving your mindset. Hi, I'm Jennifer. I've been a leader in corporate role for 20 plus years now. And I'm also a coach and consultant for high achievers, visionary entrepreneurs, and leaders in high stakes environments. I empower individuals and businesses to amplify their impact by mastering the art of systems-driven discipline, which is the foundation for personal, professional, and strategic success. So if this sounds like something that you need, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell where I'm dropping game-changing strategies right here that you're not going to want to miss. So, have you ever felt like you're just hitting a wall? And no matter what you do, the situation just doesn't seem like it wants to budge. Maybe it's a tough boss, an unpredictable divorce settlement, or even dealing with a lawyer who isn't meeting your needs. Well, here's some good news. When you can't change the situation, you can change how you see it. And that shift makes all of the difference. Control the controllable, right? So perspective is a powerful tool. It shapes our emotions, our reactions, and ultimately our outcomes. There's so much science behind perspective shifts. Research backs this up. A study published in the Journal of Positive Psychology, they found that people who practiced cognitive reframing, essentially looking at a problem from a brand new angle, they reported a 23% boost in overall life satisfaction. And in another study in the psychological science, they discovered that shifting perspective, it could reduce stress levels by 45%. So why is that, right? It's because your brain reacts to your interpretation of events. Yes, your interpretation. It reacts more than the actual events themselves. So if you're someone that takes a situation and you are known, you know yourself, you know you like pump it up bigger than it is, you're hurting yourself. So your brain is reacting to how you are taking the situation. If you see a challenge as an opportunity rather than a setback, your brain shifts from that fight or flight, that anxious, you feel like, even in your brain even like the wiring just seems like it's shutting down, and you move into a problem-solving powerhouse mode. And that's what you want, because you want to be clear, calm, and collective. So let's stop being the victim and start being the victor that you are. You begin to harness creativity. You'll harness resilience, and you'll harness confidence rather than all of this fear and frustration. I promise. And it's not about avoiding reality. I know some people will give you all of these tips and you think this isn't even realistic. But this isn't about, that toxic positivity that we hear, or pretending everything is fine when it's not. Because when it's not, right? But it's about giving yourself the mental tools to navigate challenges with confidence and clarity that you deserve for yourself. The world won't always change for you, right? Most of the time it doesn't. But your perspective, yes, that's all yours and your responsibility to shape. And that's where the real power lies. We want to control the controllable. So let's look at those 3 ways that you, yes, you, can shift your perspective and build that winning mindset starting today. You're going to want to first flip the script. So what that means is basically, instead of saying, I have to deal with this, or why me, try saying something to yourself like, I get to grow through this. I know that that's really tough, especially when you're going through a difficult situation, but put yourself in the shoes of, I'm going to learn something from this. I'm going to be better from this. If it's a frustrating project, maybe it's a chance to sharpen your skills. If it's a difficult conversation, it can be an opportunity to practice assertiveness. Language shapes your mindset. You have to be careful about the words that you use because your words don't just describe reality, they create it. So if you are very conscious with the words that you use, you can make a difficult situation a whole lot better, at least for yourself. Number 2 is take the 10-year test. So ask yourself, will this matter in 10 days, 10 months, or 10 years from now? And I think you would all agree that most of the time, what feels massive in the moment is just a blip on the radar of your long-term success. This mental exercise, it puts challenges into perspective and it prevents overreactions to temporary setbacks. So when you're going through something that's really difficult, this also can help you in this learning category that I just spoke about as well. Is this even going to matter 2 weeks from now or, in 10 months, in a year from now? Where would I be if I can get past this situation? Kind of looking at the light at the end of the tunnel, that if I can handle myself and I can manage this situation so much better, 10 months from now, look where I'll be. I won't be in this state. So it helps you from a perspective of this isn't forever. And it also helps your perspective state is whatever I do today, I may be able to speed up that process of not being in this situation 10 months from now. So give that a shot. And play the what if game. I like this all the time because I think sometimes emotionally we get into our own, sometimes we're not the best versions of ourselves and we get into all of this squirrely stuff that happens in our brain, right? But if we could stop and think of what if, instead of focusing on the worst case scenarios, because that's where we always go. No matter what happens in our life, right? Our mind always goes to the negative. It never goes to the sunshine and rainbows and let's be Miss Positive or Mr. Positive. And some of that is a bunch of crap as well, because that over positivity, it's just really annoying and it's not real either. Like, let's be real about things. But instead of focusing on that worst case scenario, ask yourself, what if this actually turns out better than expected? And when you think about it, if you handle yourself in a more confident manner, a more cool, calm, and collective manner, you may be able to move the needle so much faster or make the outcome so much better. It's a mental trick that activates optimism and solution-oriented thinking. So the brain naturally defaults to protecting us from perceived threats. But when you actually guide it towards potential positives, potential light at the end of the tunnel, right? You can unlock new strategies and ideas. So here's a bonus for you. What about gratitude? Gratitude is a perspective shifter. It definitely is for me, and I know it could be for you. So gratitude isn't just about being thankful for the good things, because we all have them, no matter how bad our situation is. We have good things in our lives. It might be family. We have a roof over our head. We have clean water. We have food. There's a lot to be grateful for in this world, even though we may be in a very painful spot in our lives at this point in time. But it's about finding value in every experience. So studies have shown that gratitude can significantly increase happiness and it can also decrease stress. So the next time that you're feeling stuck, put the brakes on and try listing maybe 3 things about the situation that could lead to personal growth or unexpected opportunities, right? Sometimes we get ourselves into situations and we're thinking, what the hell did I just do? But maybe there is an opportunity there. So it's a simple yet effective way to really just shift your thinking, ground yourself, and try to think, how bad is this situation? So here's your challenge for the week. take one frustrating situation, anything, even if it's small, even if it's grand, and reframe it. How can you see it differently? Let me know what you come up with. I'd love to hear your insights. And if you find a breakthrough, share it with us in the comments. I'm sure everyone would want to hear how they can move in a positive direction, and you can spread the power of your perspective shifts right here on this channel. So here's to seeing the world through a sharper and stronger lens. If you found this content valuable, please consider sharing, please consider subscribing. Thank you to those who are supporting me in this channel. And if you are looking to up your discipline game, download my free ebook, 5 Proven Steps to Transform Your Life in the Next 30 Days. I'll put the link in the comments in the description below, and we'll see you on the next video.